What is up, everyone? This is Snyder. I'm here to talk to you about the wonders of how many ways you can self-teach yourself computer science with almost limitless potential. The main attraction of a computer science degree is mostly the higher ability because of how the general knowledge can be an easy asset and can be transferred over to almost any company that's just looking for technical employees. The skills that they're really looking for, that you recognize the techniques that go into developing a program, usually the logic behind it, reasoning, I don't know, what you have to do before you go into the next step, following a chain of commands. On the screen, I'll be showing some quick and easy tutorials. In each lesson, we get details on explaining some base level topics that go into developing working code. The majority of the learning will just be remembering the syntax, which is just another name for the structure in which makes the code be able to read by the computer. This instructional video is made out to incite as many people to take on the task of developing a skill set of recognizing programming languages. My aim is for those young adults that understand the capabilities of how much computers integrate with society now. Everything has a computerized chip, and see that there's a value in understanding the basics at least. Leading from those basics, one can probably find something they're passionate about enough about creating, and then eventually monetizing it, which can be a full source of income, mostly through ads or basically just straight up selling its service to a company. Google likes to do that a lot. Please feel free to check out my blog on skipping the syllabus with plenty of resources at syllably.wordpress.com. The link is in the description below. On there, I've laid out a couple useful websites which set people up with quick knowledge on different languages, as well as resources that I specifically use for job hunting. To get us started, we're going to go over some training programs that one can easily just log on to and start learning these skills immediately. Code Academy is one that takes you step by step to learn the syntax of what seems like every language. I always use this site right before a job interview where I know I'll be asked several different questions about how one specific language is written down. With each language, there's a spectrum of usability to what it's designed for, such as web development, mobile games, computer application programs. We're just going to be focusing on the Python track, as you can see how it tops the charts as far as its usability can range in terms of developing projects. The other nice thing about Python is how it just lowered the need for having so much extra syntax that would expand C++ and Java programs to be so many lines of code that are just honestly harder to remember. I remember my freshman year doing computer science here, and my Java programs would be 100 to 200 lines of code. And now in my final classes, I'm able to code some high-intensity self-learning algorithms in Python for about 50 lines, which overall is just a huge time saver. Looking at the screen, you can see I'm doing some arithmetic computation with the use of variables in Python. On the left side, you can see there's a long description of the lesson with a little insight to how it's supposed to be used, along with the actual instructions. As long as you pass the assignment here, you're pretty much prepared to take on the next one, and there's so many lessons that you pretty much can just get lost in it, and then you just build up your skills perfectly. On the right side, I'm just going to glide through all the ones that I've completed. I've gotten a lot of these done. It's taken a while, but at least I have all the skills down. After completing a good amount of beginner to intermediate lessons in one of these courses, you immediately qualify to put that on your resume or tell a job recruiter that you can handle that type of work. I'm going to show you a quick job hunting site called Syllably that you can match up with companies based upon how much overall knowledge you have on the CS topics. Maybe about half of these questions require in-depth knowledge on specific languages, but the other half are more about problem solving. A couple of people I met have actually gone through with this full process and received offers at the end, so definitely something to look at. I strongly advise you definitely not to cheat or Google these questions, because they do use your specific answer data to specifically match you up with companies that require your level of knowledge. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully this will excite and encourage some people to take on the challenge of becoming a computer scientist. You can stay up to date on my list of skip the syllabus resources, which can be found on syllably.wordpress.com. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. Peace!